Hello, everyone. Welcome back to No Man's Sky Beyond. Ah, this is my main save. That's my Victoria right there. There's some pretty awesome music playing in the background, but I think the song actually ended. It's really pretty. We're actually at Ocean Beaches, but I don't want to do Ocean Beaches today because we're pretty much there every day, and so is Sword. So what we're going to look at is, I think it's this one. As you can see, I can go to Hilbert, Hesperius, Ixjamatu, and Hitten Skyer. That's not what I'm looking for. I think it's this one right here. This either is my spawn system for this, which was, what is this, September? It would have been a year and 2 weeks ago. So this is either the spawn system, or it's very, very close to it. And let's see, where did I put this base? This is on the Gamma planet. And this base is new, obviously, because it's got power. And I just put in this little building here to have a nice building, you know, to wake up in. The sun's gonna come up right as we get here. Look at that. I wonder if that's uranium or, no, I've got 3800. I don't need it. Isn't that cool? It's really weird. The first time I saw TSS come or go to his spawn system, I was like, wow, that's radical. I wonder if I'll ever be able to do that. And at the time I was thinking it was going to take me like 6 months because I had to get to all the way through all of the galaxies. And I was traveling through about one of them every 2 or 3 weeks or so. So let's see here. A lot of the places say they're undiscovered, even though I've been to all of these planets. It's got aggressive sentinels. It certainly didn't before. And that one is fungal mold. It's really hard to tell because I didn't leave my start base. But here's Enlace and Gakimo, and I think that can't be it. That's a blue star. And there's Zufalma, so we're pretty close. What are we at? 690,000. I'm having a hard time remembering. Right into a freighter battle. I'm having a hard time remembering exactly where it was that I spawned because I didn't take any pictures. And that's unfortunate. I probably didn't know how. Because I had just started playing the game. Oh, depth perception. How good today. There we go. Go. I could have sworn, though, that my first base was on a desert. But I must have started on a gamma planet or a fungal planet. That's a nice hauler. But you know, the thing is that all of these planets changed Or not all of them, but most of them did change with visions. Alright, let's see here. The name of this station is very, very familiar, but so is Zufalma and a couple of others. I know exactly where the other save started because I have it on video, but not this one. We'll just jump up here. I think this is actually not the side I wanted to be on. Let's see. Back then, I thought that Korvax systems were better. So I traveled Korvax system to Korvax system. And that's not what I was looking for. Here we go. So let's see here. Here we go. I know all of these places. See how it says it was discovered by Karen Hamnick 1 year ago? That's how I figured out where my start, sort of the group of start systems was by the date of where it was. Now let's see, that one has water on it. And this is a dead planet. This is a fungal planet with 5 creatures. That's got to be it right there. I think that might actually be it. Ouch. Let's look at this guy. My first ship did have an R2 unit on it. Or my second one. The first one was that shuttle that tried to kill me. But the first ship after that had an R2 unit on it. And of course none of the ships looked the same because of Beyond. But I remember it being a flat shuttle with the 2 tubes. Alright. Let's see here. I spent like maybe 3 or 4 hours trying to work this out a couple of weeks ago. And I remember the first Verdant planet as having really huge diplos on it, and that's ultimately what I was looking for. So what do we have here? We have a roamer and a concrete building. Ah, I remember this base. I definitely remember this one. This is the base where I did all of my people. There should be stairs down here. There they are. See, the armor is still here. He started World War III and with the Sentinels, and I wasn't able to do it. It was too hard. Oh my gosh, look at the stuff that I left here. Main base. Doesn't say anything else about it. Except that the discoveries say that I found this over a year ago. And I did all of my creature killing on these poor fellows. I remember doing it because I had to stand in the deck here and to kill them because the Sentinels kept attacking me for it. So what I do is stand in these windows right here. And I was killing them with a bolt caster, I think. But none of my people are here now. Hi there. Kismanlap. No, Kismanalp. He wants me to take photographs. Take care. Where's my scientist? Science. Hi. Oh God, I wonder how many this is going to come to. 615. Wow. There's the exocraft technician. I never finished him, I don't think. Because I don't think I can build a Colossus. Oh, you can't tell from this screen, I don't think. Oh, well, it says I can build it. So I must have gotten at least that far. I wandered all over this planet. Miles and miles. I don't remember the grass being this color, but it might have been. Look at this thing. Base Computer Archives. Oxygen harvester. Doesn't have any fuel in it. That's pretty cool. I think we will go ahead and do the Nexus missions. Now, he still has tons and tons of Quicksilver. It was taken away from me on the second or third day of Beyond. As soon as I figured out that I could get home, I did that. It was 6,400 something, and I replaced the 6,000. And I've done Quicksilver missions since then, and I've got the boots. So I got the boots there. You can see. Now we can go get the gloves. And of course you can see there's no landing pad here. I didn't know how to do it then, so I never put one in. I put this deck up here. I had planned on putting a farm up here, but then I got caught up in the Artemis mission, and I didn't make it very far out of this part of space before I was in the Hilbert dimension. Biggest regret. I lost so much time with this character because of that. Because I didn't know ahead of time how to reverse it, you know. If I'd known ahead of time that I could just do a manual save, it would have been a very different thing. Let's go find some place to call the anomaly. Now, mind you, I wouldn't be able to do the intergalactic travel if I didn't have the bases. So that's a really, really important point. If you're going to leave Euclid, make sure you leave a base in Euclid. And in this case, I left several bases, one of which I can't return to because after Beyond dropped, I went straight there because it was my favorite base. And it was completely buried. It was buried by visions. And it was just completely underground and, you know, it was a nightmare. Can't melee jump in here. Darn it. Alrighty, tame wild creatures. Sounds like fun. Let's go do it. Do I have any taming stuff? I may have put it all on the freighter. Let's see here. I've got scented herbs and enzyme fluid. So I guess we better find something that likes that. Mission started simple fauna. That's sending us away. Maybe we'll add a star system to the list today. First contact. Cool. Right. Which planet doesn't want me to go to? Right there. Well, I hope it's not dark wherever we're going. Here we go. The sun's actually out there. This doesn't work too well in the dark. Animals don't like to come out in the dark very much. I think that I will start the permadeath walkthrough. The character's ready to go. He's got his hyperdrive. But I haven't left the start system because I didn't want to start any of the missions until I had made the decision on whether to do the walkthrough. I'd even considered doing it, the walkthrough in normal mode, but I don't think that's particularly entertaining, especially when people, expect me to be doing permadeath. I like normal mode because, this inventory, you can get one of every mineable element in here. Now, of course, I'm full of plant material. This is not going to be a pleasant planet. In fact, it looks a lot like the planet that I crashed into. Storm crystals. Oh, storm crystal. Wonderful. I wonder if I have to do this here. Seems like a bad idea. Alright. Scan this guy. Sweetened compost he likes. He doesn't fall into a hole. I don't have that. But I do know how to make it, so... What is it telling me to do? First of all, simple fauna. Create herbivore bait in the nutrient processor. Alrighty. Nope, that's the wrong button. Wrong button. Let's see if I've got it already. I actually don't have anything in there. That's interesting. Okay, so I need Faecium, and I need plants. And the plants that I have are actually these. And I don't know if that's the right thing. I think it actually needs to be like beans or something. Let's find out. Fermented fruit. Is that scented herbs? Alrighty, what else do we have around here? A really old style ship. Can't feed the birds. There's another creature. He likes sweetened compost as well, so that's not what we needed. We needed sweetened compost. Already had that. There we go. Righty. This looks a lot like the planet that I crashed into with my shuttle. But except for one thing that's missing. Floating mountains. Oh, there's the animals, okay. Sweetened compost. Here you go. There's one out of 12. Oh, there's something big over there. Oh, I already got that guy. He likes sweetened compost too. These guys are too far apart. Yeah, that came from there. That actually came from cargo. Boy, there's a lot of whippy plants here. Where is he? Over there. Ouch. This guy's pretty big. There you go. It takes the really big guys a long time to find stuff. Well, here's a bunch. There you go. There's a whole bunch of them. It just got kicked down the road. There we go. Mission complete. Did the big guy get tamed? Let's find out. Hello. Aw, kind of sweet. Oh, we're looking right through his teeth. Do we need milk? I don't think we really need it. We'll take it anyway. Who knows? I might decide to make some pies. Well, yep, the only thing missing from this planet is floating mountains. So, and this is a new star system. So, everything stays in your discoveries unless something goes wrong. It's the teleport list that gets deleted. So I don't see any floating mountains, so I don't think this is it. And of course, when you come back to a prior galaxy, it may continue to tell you constantly as you approach planets that you've never been there before. And that may be because you didn't upload that planet, or it may be because it was deleted. I don't see anything else here. That actually looks like a hot planet. It's a gamma planet. I ran into that rock. Let's go see what that ring planet looks like. I was really just like, I was looking for the Diplos mainly, and so I decided to try and find my home world. And the way that I did it was going through the discoveries and finding the oldest places in my discoveries, and then finding a base that was nearby. And I found that main base in the teleport list, and it came up that the name of the planet was the same, because I didn't change the names of things like back then very much. That is a hot planet. All right. I wanted to show you this teleport list. I don't think I've actually been to all the places on the teleport list, but I'm concerned about going back to another galaxy because I don't want to lose my current teleport list. I did a lot of work to get what few planets that I have, or what few star systems I have, rather, into that teleport list. Oh, there's actually 2 missions. I thought I did them all yesterday. Let me see really quickly what it is. Ancient Bones, yeah, that's a whole long mission all by itself. That one could take an hour. It tends to send you to a planet that's not got a lot of ancient bones on it. Here it is. Let's take a quick look here. You can't just tell just by looking at the list very quickly. You have to actually click on the system. As you can see, I've got quite a few. And Plant-Based, the Technician, that must be last edited on the 30th of December. So I would have been in a different galaxy for that. Because I left in September. Verigear. It was saying what galaxy it was in, but I don't see that listed now anywhere. Just looking through it. High security. Huh. Alright, well, we're not going to use this teleporter anyway. Let's see. That's where Nada and Polo are. Here we go. I still get lost in here. It's really trippy if you've got a really old save. Like, this is technically a legacy save now because it's pre-Beyond. But, I mean, it's darn near a legacy save because it's really, like, just after Next. So it was really, really close. Now let's see about this one. That's where the base is. I might just jump around to a couple more systems while I'm here. There's no way for me to re-engage the Atlas path. Because as you can see, it's like, you know, Space Anomaly and New Beginnings means that Atlas path and Artemis are both complete. So the only way to do it is just to try and piece together all of these old lines. If they're still there, you know. It wouldn't have been there, like I said before. I wouldn't have been able to get there until after I had a freighter. I don't think that I went to any systems that were uninhabited, but I did go to a lot of Korvax systems. That one's not inhabited. So that one's Vy'keen, Gek, Vy'keen. And of course I started in a Vy'keen system. Way out there. What is that one there? Here's a Korvax system. Gosendai. That's a high wealth Korvax system. Let's go see what's there. Eventually I'm gonna find it. The planet with the gigantic Diplos. If it still has gigantic Diplos. It says first contact, but I could clearly see there was a ring, you know? So let's look at the discoveries. And discovered today. That's interesting. Let's go see what's down there. Oh, did I lose contact with it? I tried to scan it. There we go. It's nice enough. I don't remember exactly what the planet looked like. I remember that it had really tall grass, but all of those physical features would have changed with visions. Distinct sound of opening a soda. This one has bluegrass. But there was a ring around it, so I have been here before. Maybe not to this very planet. I mean, or, well, I don't know, see. That's the thing with the discoveries list. Over the course of time between 1.5 and 1.59, things changed, you know? But the names are familiar. And that ring around the star system is a real indication that I'd been here before. This is not the planet. Or it doesn't seem like it. I remember, you know, heavy forests and I don't know. It's so hard to tell. It's a nice planet, though. Wow, look at that sodium down there. That's intense. My search continues. Must have been a yellow planet with heavy trees. I remember the trip, you know, it was like... It was right before the predators were turned back on. And I ran all over the place. There was T-Rexes and, like I said, large Diplos and... At the time, I think I only had 1 or 2 movement modules. And it took all of my movement module to get to the top of his head. So... I suppose there won't be anything in the middle of the night. When TSS did this, went back to his spawn system, he actually had the coordinates. So he, you know, he had the presence of mind to, like, have those coordinates, so... I didn't know, like, what coordinates were. I had no idea what the booster, signal booster was doing. Just a complete lack of knowledge about what I was doing. I was really just wandering blindly. And I wouldn't have been able to see any of those black holes. So, but I'm pretty sure this is it. This is where I started. You can see how closely knit these spaces are. We didn't go to Zufalma. Zufalma also has a base. As far as I can remember. I think that little house symbol might mean that. I discovered that. That's Gamma Planet. Did we already come here today? It's activated. That one I haven't been to. Huh. Oh, what's this? Are you new? That one must be new. Planets where, you know, we haven't seen in this whole video is anomaly planets. There weren't any anomaly planets when I started playing. There were exotics. But as far as the anomalies that had the special animals on them, there was none of that. I'm going to go ahead and show you the base that I built for the Geknip gang capital. And I think we'll end it there. And I continue my search. I don't know if the Diplos would still be there. And I imagine, you know, it seems like I could have just looked through the list. Let's see, these are known planets. It used to be really easy to tell when you were at a known planet. Idera was discovered by Ivy Mike. This was discovered by Low Tier Farmer. Here's Ufalna. But it seems like you would just be able to go through. But see, my discoveries are gone. As you can see, the animals aren't there. And none of the other planets are known. Here's Enlasic. None of the animals are known. So, it's really hard to figure it out. I know I would have landed on at least one or two of these planets, you know, and so it's really hard to find it. That's why I didn't just look in my discoveries and say, oh, there's the planet that I'm looking for, you know. I don't know who named the new capital Earth, but it might have been Gaming Mike. But anyway, they named it Earth, even though it has red grass. Oh, see, I didn't land at my teleporter, which is up inside that room. And the power is over there. And I think that's why. I think the teleporter is not active when you first teleport in if the distance to your teleporter is really high. So here's the teleporter. And the distance to the power after the 25 or so U's from the teleporter to the edge of the landing pad, you know. It doesn't say distance, but it's pretty far. Or maybe it's the distance between that and the base computer. So what I did basically was I just, instead of doing the math, I just filled domes with plants. So there's cactus flesh and a couple of the star bulbs. And then we have the rest of the star bulbs down here. So a total of 5. You only need 1 cactus flesh. Unless you're like doing 36 circuit boards, in which case you need a lot more. But you cannot like build, this is going to be all Frostport. You can't build a circuit board in here anymore because you need 15 slots. And this is only 13. You can see the 2 right next to the door aren't there. So you need 15 places to make a complete circuit board, or a complete liquid explosive, or a complete living glass. And there's the selenium. So it's a little, you know, load up on the supplies that you need to build a farm kind of a place. Darn it. They keep disconnecting. I'm so frustrated. It's because of that door. Oh, good grief. Really? Alright, I'll fix it later. That wasn't a very long drop. But you can see it's a pretty nice planet. And I wanted to build a viewing room, but the funny thing is, you can see all the bases from here. They're on the other side of the planet. But the view is over there. If I can get the windows to stop phasing in and out. There we go. There's the view. Let's see here. Here it is, Amber Waves. Amber Waves is a big base, and it has some real problems because it's a big base. And we're definitely going to be on top of the computer here. It's right there. Because the distance is really, really far. Oh, I know. I know. Let's put this away. Put this away. These trees were not here when I built the base. They didn't show up until later. In fact, there's more here now than there was before. It's like the planet is continuing to spawn new stuff. And I'm not rebuilding Amber Waves. So here's Amber Waves. You've seen this on the live stream with Mary Lizzie. There's the containers down there, though my stairs are completely buried. And it's added this box on top of my stairs. So it is definitely spawning stuff. Because if you line it up with the stairs, you can see the boxes are clearly on top. If you go to a base where someone else's base where these things are powered, you can access your own inventory through them. That's new with Beyond, I think. I don't remember having that ability before. See if there's anything left in my cache. I can't empty this. See, there's 141 plates in there, and it still isn't full. So I think I'd have to empty all of this out. So down this side we've got gamma weed. So you can do liquid glass and circuit boards. And I think I even have fungal mold and mordite. Yep. So you can also do liquid explosives here. And here's the star bulb, beginning of star bulb. So 2 things of fungal mold. And I think I might furnish this room, although it's pretty dark in here. Might have to put up some lamps. I wonder how bad these landing pads are. This one might have a door. No? No door? Doesn't look like I'm going to fall out, though. This one stayed. Maybe because of the tunnel. On this side is the rest of the star bulb. And the cactus flesh is right there. Only one of those. This should be selenium. There you go. And then 3 frost warts. But the amount that you get from each plant now is such a weird number. Like, I'll just take one of these and you'll be able to see. 81. 81. Which is not in the least bit divisible. You know, it leaves 1 left over now that it takes 40 frostwort to make a glass instead of 50. It still leaves 1. Oh, and the teleporter, which doesn't work until you come close to it. And we were close to it. When I walked around that hallway right there, it turned on. But it isn't on automatically. And I forgot what's in here. Not very much. Even though it's a flourishing system. So the space station is in great shape. But the ground GTT isn't too great. Alright, you guys. I'm going to leave it right here. I should probably give you the booster for Amber Waves, though. Let's do that. We'll leave it on the booster. This is in Euclid, and if you want to start a farm or you just need some quick cash, this is a great place to come to. I can't tell you the number of circuit boards and liquid glass and liquid explosives available because I haven't done the math. But it's enough definitely to start a really big farm. And as you can see by the numbers, it's not terribly far from Ocean Beaches. but they were discovered in separate instances, so on separate saves. So a lot of this number is only one off. So it's like Ocean Beaches is right on the edge of the beta and delta, alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Yeah, they're right on the edge of beta and delta quadrants. So there it is, 0582, 0082, 0190, 0049. Anyone's welcome to come here. Gotta go all the way through and leave. I'll give you a quick little view of what it looks like. I can get the sun to come up. There you go. There's a lot of landing pads. It was a joke. I built my own trade post. It's got purple trees and red trees and yellow amber waves of green. And purple skies. All right, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Probably going to start the permadeath walkthrough tomorrow. I might also have permadeath the journey tomorrow. I'm going to continue doing Quicksilver missions. Oh, I forgot to go buy gloves. I'll go do that. And have a great day. Bye.